Great Monday morning, you all. How are you all doing? Happy Monday. This is your girl, Shan. Like I always say every week, I hope and pray that you all had an amazing, relaxing weekend. That's the thing that I continue to speak, relaxation. It is very important, especially during the season. So I'm going to go ahead and jump into some good old church announcements like I like to do. I know I usually go straight into talking about the show. But one of the things that I wanted to share, if you are desiring to get in contact with the Kings, unless you have our number personally, whatever the case may be, we ask if at all possible you go through our website and hit us up on the contact us page. Good morning, Natasha. Is everybody come in? You know I'm gonna say good morning, but hit us up on the contact us page, and that's our website is www.marriagemondayswiththekings.com. Hey Angela, good morning, Dalisha. How you doing? And this is why we're asking for that request, because keep in mind, I don't know what y'all's Facebook inbox is looking like right now, but all these little thug life game requests and spam and all this other kind of stuff. Think we have a lot of social media platforms, and so with that being said, if you desire to contact us, please go through our website, because what it does is it streamlines everything for us. So if it's anybody been trying to reach out to us, contact us. Look, we are not trying to ignore you, but we have a group of platforms. You see what I'm saying? So please, if you desire to contact us for any reason, a thought, a question, a marriage topic, if you could go to our website and hit up that contact us, we would greatly appreciate it. So if you send us a message, I promise you, we're not trying to ignore you. Most people would just tag us on our personal page and say, hey, I sent you an inbox message, if we get to see that, because we don't really live on social media, even though it seems like we do. Anyway, so we ask that you all join us tonight for Marriage Mondays with the Kings. We have decided to go live once a month, and so tonight we will be live on YouTube and Facebook. So at 7 p.m. we are going to be talking about the importance of cherishing your marriage. We have two guests that are coming on, one from Houston, Texas, and one from Dallas. And I'm telling y'all, we know their testimony. So if you married, you desire to be married, you're engaged, you are widowed, please join us tonight. Share this. It is very important, especially in this season and in this time. So let me go ahead. Oh, and that's on KRG 98.5 FM, The Rock. Let me go ahead and shout out. You know, I got to be a little petty and messy, just a little bit. Let me go ahead and shout out all of our friends who are Atlanta Falcons fans. I know we got y'all by 1 point. You know, I just want to throw that out there. No shade, and half of y'all probably gonna log off. But no, Dallas Cowboys got to get it where they can get it. You see what I'm saying? So I'm a Cowboy in law. So hey, anywho, let me go ahead and jump into today's topic. So today's topic is stop taking advantage of your season. Stop taking advantage of your season. And, you know, I've been talking to a couple of homegirls over the past week or whatever. Look, man, we are in a season where things are hard. We are in a season where individuals are being plucked away left and right. We are in a season where we was just celebrating with someone or just speaking with them over FaceTime or just, you know, talking to them over the phone, and they're no longer here with us, you know, because of this virus or whatever. And so even before we came into this whole pandemic thing, you had individuals who would always make excuses for what it is that they wanted to do, right? Oh, I can't do this because this. They had a solution. I mean, they had a problem for every solution that you tried to present to them. You see what I'm saying? And so we are in a season right now. And it's funny because all of my friends were saying that, good morning, Brother Andre, in a season right now where God has slowed us all the way down. Some of us, I'm going to tell them myself, some of us used to run 100 miles an hour, and you'd be like, Lord, if I could just catch my breath. I want us, before I go into deeply what I'm going to say, what are some of the things that you prayed for that God is blessing you in this season? You may not even recognize it as a blessing, and you may have forgot that you even prayed for. But what are some of the things that you have prayed for that you have received from God? Now, this is something that I kind of often, I'm saying more than not to be true. You have individuals that they take advantage of their marriage. They take advantage of their spouses. They take advantage of family members and whatever the case may be. And so the thing is, you only talk about that individual when it benefits you. How many of y'all is it? I know y'all girl on the Monday morning. People can't take what I bring because ain't nobody trying to be thinking and really examining themselves on the Monday morning. But how do we get better? Yet we do that. How do we become better wives? Yet we do that. Better husbands? Yet we do that. We need to, the word of God says, renew your mind daily. And I'm going to add, who am I? I ain't nobody. But we need to examine ourselves daily. We need to make some changes in ourselves, especially when it comes to our marriage, our relationships, and our families. So God has slowed, I'm giving credit to God, like my girlfriend say, slowed everything down, yet we are still complaining in this season. What is it? This is my question. When you walk out of this season, because all everybody talking about is, oh, I can't wait for 2021 to get her. Like everything that's going on in your life is going to expire on December 31st. Not to say that God can't do it, because he can. Hey, Tell, how you doing? But why are we sitting up here waiting for a date instead of making things happen right now? When you walk out of this season that God is allowing you to live in every day, hey, Kendra, you walk out of this season, this particular season, going into the next, what is going to be different about you? What are you going to be doing different? Now, let me go ahead and shout out. I'm come back to marriage and relationship, but let me shout out all the business people, the business-minded people right now, all of you who are currently in school and you're pursuing that degree, all of you who are doing something, because you don't know what your next is. You don't know what God has for you in the next season, but you're not allowing this season to pass you by. And that's the thing that irritates me. I'm going to tell you right now, Shan ain't trying to be mean, but I can't do, in my season that I'm in right now, I can't do people that all you doing is you sitting up complaining. Baby, you can keep up with what the latest Netflix show is. You can keep up with the latest Hulu. Honey, you know the scores. I just came on here talking trash about the Atlanta Falcons because we got a homeboy, brother, we love you. But anywho, I came on here talking trash. I don't even know what the score was. All I know is the Cowboys won by 1 point. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to hold on to that. But with that being said, what are you doing right now in this season to prepare for your next? Because I believe that after everything that we have went through in this season, and I'm speaking life, that God is going to bless us even the more. But see, what we got to understand is faith without works is dead. So if you're saying in the next season, I am speaking out of my mouth that my marriage is going to be amazing. I am professing and speaking life into my family situation. Our family is going to be amazing. Somebody's receiving that right now in the name of Jesus. I am professing right now. If that's what you're at and that's what you're thinking, we have to understand we can profess with our mouths and we can think it all day, but baby, if them actions don't catch up with it, it's not gonna happen. You see what I'm saying? You can't sit up here and say, oh, I'm gonna get a degree in counseling, but your tail ain't went to school. Come on, somebody. You can't sit up here talking about I'm gonna be an EMT if you ain't went and got the certification. You can't sit up here and say that your marriage is going to be better if you're not investing in your marriage, if you're not putting your honey first. You see what I'm saying? And so how this came about is because there are so many people that I'm seeing that you are just trying to ride this out and you thinking it's going to be better, but you are not. Oh Lord, I almost went country on you. You're not doing anything to prepare for your better. You see what I'm saying? And that's what we need to be doing in our lives. So I don't care how old you are. If God is still giving you breath in your body, what are you doing? So I'm in a season, I can't be around folks to complain. My circle are go-getters. You hear what I'm saying? We referring to each other. We sowing into each other's marriage. We are praying and covering each other's family. We are speaking life. That's my circle right now. You see what I'm saying? And I'm going to tell you this. Because one of my good girlfriends who's a social worker, she told me this, and I said, God, that thing right there is so powerful. See, look, taking advantage of situations and taking advantage in the season. I'm going to give a good old country example to try to make it plain. You have individuals that, let's say me right now, I'm not working right now, but I'm preparing for my next season. You see what I'm saying? But in this season, God ain't got me working. At first, it was driving me crazy because I don't know how to sit still. You see what I'm saying? I'm used to running a business, doing something. I got to do something. But God has brought me back to take care of your family in this season. I need you to sit down and examine yourself, because where I got you going, you're going to be pouring out on a whole different level into people's lives. So I'm like, hey man, praise God, spending time with God, right? But my girlfriend told me this. So people may feel, well, Shan ain't working. I just can access her whenever I want to. I can have access to her whenever I want to. But see, what you don't understand is when God is preparing you for your next, sometimes you don't have that time like you had before, or you don't have that time that people think that you have and stuff like that. People try to give you stuff to do when you ain't working, just because they got to get up and go clock in every. Oh, baby, hold up. If Mr. King ain't gave me a honey-do list or something that he need to get done, who you? Because you're not paying any of my bills. Hello, somebody. And so we take advantage And this is what I'm saying as a whole culture, as a whole system. We don't call grandma, who maybe my grandma 82. I talk to that lady every other week like clockwork for years. We have 2 and 3 hour conversations. But just because grandma is there right now doesn't mean that I shouldn't have conversation with her. Some of y'all got brothers and sisters. Now, don't get me wrong. I try to reach out to people, and I've been trying to reach out to people. But if you're not reciprocating my reach out, then I fall back, because I'm not going to press myself upon anybody. But see, what we do as a culture is we say, oh, well, when I need to reach them, I will. We reach out to people when we want to reach out to people. But then when we don't, we put them on this nice little shelf that's right here behind. You see what I'm saying? And then we get mad because when I call you, I expect you to be there. When I need something, I expect you to jump. But let's forget all the other time we've been treating you like trash. And see, we do this in our everyday life, and some of us do that to our spouses. You won't have no conversation with your husband or your wife. You won't have, baby, no conversation. Good morning, Lisa, with your spouse until it benefits you. Let them get an award, or let them get a nice promotion on their job, or let them, but when it benefits you. And see, I can't stand with dealing with those type of people. My husband can't sit up here because, baby, I've gotten better over the years, but it reads on my face. We can't be out here in public and then you act like I'm the best thing since sliced bread, but when we behind closed doors, I'm in somebody's house this morning, you ain't got 2 words to say to me. You see what I'm saying? Let me know what it is that I'm doing wrong. And see, that's how we take advantage. So that's why I said, no, let's create some healthy boundaries, okay? Because some of us can't progress forward with what it is that God has for us to do because we're always trying to stop and fix everybody else. Hello, that was me. That's what I was doing. I was putting my family on the back burner. I was putting my husband on the back burner. I'm talking to people for 2 or 3 hours on the phone trying to encourage them, wanting better for them and all this other kind of stuff. And the advice that I sold into them, they didn't even appreciate my time because at the end of the day, they just wanted to complain. You see what I'm saying? You done wasted 3 hours of my time that I could have been spending with my family, but I messed up and made you a priority and you ain't even ready to change. I am talking to somebody's soul on this morning. It just hit you right there. You like, dang, somebody just said it. I felt it. Okay, so we got to create boundaries. And this is a season for me. I don't know about y'all, where God has had me get back to what is important. God said, hey, you come on now. You speaking to everybody, your husband's important. Y'all know my man is important. He's in Mr. King. Okay, I digress. You speaking to everybody, telling them that your man is important. But I'm going to need you in this season to sow into your home. See, a lot of y'all is still making excuses to run. You still making excuses, and then you're gonna be mad come the next season, whenever that is, in God's time, not in our time. Your next season, when you haven't progressed, when you see everybody else is moving, because they took advantage of this season to invest and sow into what it is that they needed to do, and God told them to do in this season. So who am I talking to on this morning? How many of y'all need to invest more time into your marriage and your spouse? You need to invest more time into your relationship. You need to quit pretending that everything else is important and get back to what's important in your home, your family. Your kids sitting up here looking at you while you out trying to minister to everybody else, but your kids got issues and they ain't even got mama and daddy to talk to. Who am I talking to on this morning? Then you want to talk to them when they get grown and gone. Then that's when the season is up. You see what I'm saying? So what I'm asking you is to please stop taking advantage of your season right now in your life. What is it at the beginning of this pandemic, or maybe even before, even in the midst of this pandemic, did God tell you to do? I want you to do what? He dropped it in your spirit. He said it several times. Allow people that you ain't even talked to say it right out of their mouth. I want you to be a better husband. I want you to be a better wife. What is it in this season? So don't get mad when everybody is, God has elevated and blessed like none other when the next season come about, because you're not doing what you need to do right now. Quit taking advantage of people. Quit taking advantage of people's time. If you're not willing to change, then don't waste the resource. Oh my God, that'll preach. If you are not willing to change, then don't waste the resource. Okay? So what is it right now? I need to go ahead and stir it up in people's spirit, because a change is going to come, but are you going to be ready for that change? So connect with them family members, man. You know what I'm saying? Connect with your husband and your wife on a more intimate, deeper level. Connect with your children. Start back having those Sunday dinners. Somebody need to, come on, y'all. We need to, because see, that's what we used to do back in the day. You meet up at grandma's house. You know what I'm saying? And everybody would come together and have a good time once a week for Sunday dinner. I see families are starting to do that now. And I congratulate you for that. You know, somebody sitting up talking about, well, Shan, I ain't got no family. Okay, look, examine yourself. What's the problem? Because guess what? You can connect with other people and friends and they can still be like your family. I know, we're military. We've done it for over 20 something years. So like I always say, I don't know who I'm talking to on this morning. I don't know what you're going through on this morning. But I pray that you do not take advantage of this current season. Become a better individual, a better person, become a better husband, become a better wife, become a better student, become a better child of God. Whatever it is that God has given, move, okay? It's time to move. Quit sitting there and investing all your time in Netflix series and Hulu and Fire Stick and Amazon Prime and whatever when you're not investing and utilizing that time and investing it within yourself, okay? So, I don't know who this is for, but it's time to move in this season. Hey, Rodney, how you doing? It is time to move in this season. Stop taking advantage of people. Stop taking advantage of people's time. Stop taking advantage of your husband and your wife, your spouse. It is time to move. God is saying, do what you need to do to invest and move. Because guess what? One thing that I've seen, and this is my final closing in this season, is I've seen where God have allowed people to fall off. People who was your leeches and your ticks. The only reason why they was in your life is because they was taking advantage for you. God is allowing things to be severed. So if you don't want to be one of those things, you need to line up with God and move the way that he say move. Join us tonight. If you are single and desiring to be married, if you are engaged, if you are married, if you are widowed, that's going to be the hint for tonight's show. If you are widowed, join us tonight. Hey, Kevin, it may not be for you, but it may be for somebody else that's going through, because we are all going through in our individual ways, and we don't know what the next person is dealing with. Share tonight's show. Hey, you get on live with us, whether it be YouTube or Facebook, please share, because in this time, what's going to be said on tonight, it needs to be heard, okay? So y'all have a blessed week. Don't let anybody steal your joy. Be a blessing to somebody today, not a curse. I always say, don't nobody want to deal with your nasty attitude. Your attitude nasty right now, go on ahead and pray, because ain't nobody trying to deal with you and your foolishness. So be a blessing this week and not a curse. Your girl Shan gonna be back with you next week with whatever it is that God placed on your heart. So God bless you and bless you.